Hello, guys. Welcome to the second season of F Stop Live, and it's going to be our first episode. It's been a while since I've actually been on air, and obviously been able to stream like this and spend time with the many viewers that we have that have been following us for the past few months. It's been a bit of a crazy time, and if you do understand that I did take a bit of some time away from obviously the spotlight and being busy with everything, just to spend time with my family and obviously ensure that everything was okay. For those of you who don't know, I did have my third little baby, and she arrived just 2 weeks ago. So she was born 2 weeks ago, and it's been a splendid time. Just needed some time away for some family, but yeah, I'm back and better than ever. So yeah, spotting a beard and a mustache, and there's a lot going on, but um, definitely excited. Definitely excited to spend time with obviously our viewers from Godox SA, and those obviously that have been following us for such a long time. But today I've got a special guest that we actually had him a few um, months ago. We had him on, and we actually spoke about what he was busy with at the time. And if you don't know, we did put up the banners. He's Mr. Yes Man himself, Mr. Andrew Basson. And we're going to spend some time with him, and there's some exciting announcements that we would like to make, obviously as the Godox SA team, and obviously together with Andrew, and just obviously tell you exactly what's coming up. All right, so before we introduce him, we're gonna go for a count of 3, 2, 1. Mr. Andrew, how are you doing?
Hey, dude, I'm doing quite well and quite excited and very, very, very fluffy, as you can see. I like that you joined the beard club. It's a nice club to be.
I think I'm fluffier than you.
We'll measure it and compare. That's a good idea.
Definite. But just a quick one to all of our viewers that are watching us. Please don't be shy. If you do know, and if you've watched before, I'm very interactive with those who watch us. Just drop us a comment. Tell us exactly where you're watching from. If you do have any questions for us, questions that's relating to photography, video, to Godox SA and what we have to offer, both myself and Andrew will obviously be more than willing to answer those questions. All right, so we will be going through the comments, and we will be checking and obviously giving you the answers that you require. But so I wanted to firstly congratulate Mr. Andrew over here. He's joined the Godox SA team.
Yes, they gave me a shirt, they gave me a hat, and they said do stuff, and I was like, yes, I will do stuff. It's cool. I like it. It's also being part of a team as well.
I think it's amazing, obviously, to have you on the team, and then obviously even better to have you fulfill a certain role on the team. So we're gonna be talking about that a little later, and we're gonna find out exactly what it is that you're gonna be up to, and exactly what you're gonna be doing, which is the major announcement for today. But just a quick one: we've got Jason Stevenson watching from Waterfall KZN. Hey, that's my backyard. Jason, you need to contact me, and maybe we need to book a shoot together or something. Maybe just have coffee if you're willing to have coffee with me. But yeah, so tell me, Andrew, what have you been up to?
I've been up to quite a bit, actually. I've added a whole bunch of new students to my roster, and I've expanded my very annoying little studio to cater for a few more additional fun things. As example, I'm busy helping models doing some training, getting all their poses and stuff sorted. And the thing that I love doing most, my charity work. Oh, I love it so much. So I've been keeping busy mostly with charity and just expanding my reach in regards to helping other photographers in the photography community in South Africa, as well as expanding my own photography knowledge and skills. Still working on my product photography. I'm very bad at that. So yeah, I'm practicing that at the moment. It's not going good though, but it'll get there at some point. So I'm just keeping busy as much as possible.
Everything takes time, they say. Everything takes time.
Yeah, I still remember my first 1 million photos. It was fun. The second million, I felt better about it.
I think it's quite a bit of photos I need to take to get to the million mark. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I've shot more than 1 million. I haven't kept count.
You could have. I mean, we're we're now in August. I've done about 270k photos for the year so far. So it's been a slow year. It's been a very slow year, mind you.
And the photography work, are you still busy with the photography field, or is it more training now? Because the last time we spoke, we did speak obviously with the fact that you were transitioning more into the training and teaching, and obviously giving other photographers the tools, the necessary tools to be able to better their businesses, to be able to better their skill set. And I know you've actually really been busy with that kind of stuff. You've done some photography open days, which was the last time we spoke, obviously on the platform.
That's correct,
by the way,
yes.
we chat like every week. For the guests that don't know, this is actually a really good friend of mine. So we chat almost every week. But on
Which
the
is quite
platform,
fun.
we
Yeah,
last
no,
spoke about we
those
last
stuff,
spoke
it's
about
still
the.
going. Apologies.
No, go for it. Go for it.
No, and that's going quite well as well. I've added on at least another 17 photography students that I'm busy helping in regards to business management and things such as well. So those are keeping me quite busy. But in my own photography business thing, I've yet to make money. And that's a good thing because I've moved away from doing paid work to doing more free charity work, but in a sense where I can actually use those shoots as educational experiences, where I can bring additional photography students with to those shoots. As example, we did a very large wedding and we charged them this much, but I was able to take a handful of photographers with and teach them wedding photography on that specific day as well.
Wow.
So that has been my kind of focus is I don't really need to make money from photography, so I'm using my skills and the contacts that I have and the shoots that I line up as training platforms, as mini workshops to get other people trained so they can do the business and I can sit at home and be lazy. Because that at the end of the day, that's what I want. I want more competent photographers so that I can be lazy and just sit at home and play games all day. That's what I want to do. Teach them so they can take my work.
I think this is something that I've obviously rubbed off from you in our years of friendship, because we have been friends for years now, is the fact that I also have that desire to, want to equip others. And I've had so many people question me and ask me, wait, why are you equipping people within your vicinity? Does it not make your skill set any less? I'm like, no, it's not about that, because at the end of the day, I can only be a photographer for a certain period. You understand? Seasons come and go, and the more we spend time, obviously, shooting, the less time you'll have. There's gonna be a day where your knee gives in, and you're not gonna be able to go out shooting. But that legacy that you leave behind, whereby you was that person that used to go out and assist people, and you trained an entire industry of people. That kind of legacy never dies out. Never dies
Yeah,
out. So
it's and that is
yeah, so
actually 100% true because I've been doing that now for years.
I know. In fact, I'm actually one of the products of that. I know there's so much of time that you spent helping me and obviously getting me to where I am today. And obviously, I've done the same in assisting others and ensuring that others also grow exponentially in leaps and bounds. So when it comes to obviously doing um, understanding shoots and understanding how to photograph and understanding the business side behind it, we've been doing it and we've done it for a long time. But just I'm gonna go to the comments quickly. We've got JB over here. J Roman is the killer from Katu. Not
Wait.
physical killer, the shooter.
We also need to give a very, very huge congratulations to Jay. He has taken a very large step in his photography career, and it is amazing to follow up with him. Me and him still need to have a business discussion meeting at some point as well. But he's taken a very large step in his own photography career, and I'm so proud of him for taking that step. It is a very large one, a very risky one, but I think he's going to make it a really awesome experience out of it for other people as well.
No, definitely. So Jay is watching all the way from Katu. We've also got Mark here. Mark, thank you for tuning in. We've got Patience.
Nice.
Hi,
It's a lot of
Patience. Thank you
people.
so much
That's
for
cool.
joining us from Klerksdorp at the Northwest. That's amazing.
Jeez. That's awesome.
Yeah, we've got the legend himself here, Kitiki. Thank you so much for joining us, bud. Okay, so
It's cool.
what else? What else do you have? When I say what else, okay, because I want to leave the big reveal for a little later into the show as we go on. But apart from the big reveal that we have set, what is it that you have planned for yourself and obviously your career that you've set up now with obviously where you're training people and teaching people? What is it that you have planned in the near future? Like maybe people can look forward to it so they can diarize it. Maybe if you can say later on this year you're going to have a workshop, or maybe later on this year you're coming to Durban to spend some time with the people over here so we can do maybe some workshops and
Yeah,
some
we should do that.
shootouts
We
and
should
stuff
do
like
that.
that.
We
What
should
do you
definitely do
have
that.
planned?
For the rest of the year, I am actually jumping back into commercial photography a little bit with a specific goal in mind. I need to create a
Okay.
body of work for commercial photography, which I can use to teach people with. So I'm busy building that portfolio currently. I've got a law firm that I'm busy working with, taking their portraits and such on my normal commercial type of way that I would do that. So that body of work will then become a tutorial on how to take proper portraits for anybody that wants to do it, and that'll be for free for anybody. They can just jump onto my website or YouTube, check out the 2 or 3 hours that it goes through from the setup of the gear, the shooting, the editing, the delivery to the client, the communication with the client, the pricing of how you would price with clients and such as well. So that's a big one I'm currently working on. I'm trying to put out more free content to help others basically grow their own businesses and such as well. Because yes, I help 80 to 100 plus photographers every single day, but it's nice when I can say, just look at this video, it contains all the content you require. Now, along with those commercial shoots, there will also be commercial workshops where I will actually busy planning with bands where we can have a band day where they would play an entire gig, and I would take a whole bunch of photographers and we would shoot a new DVD cover for them and social media content for them on that specific day. So I can take them through the entire process of how to create social media content for bands, for clients, all those types of things as well. So there's a lot of training stuff that's still in the works and a lot of planning that still needs to be done because locations are a pain to get. They're so annoying. Especially if you have a band that you want to freaking put someplace. But apart from those types of things, I do also want to expand my reach, and specifically my reach when it comes to not only helping people, but finding people that need help that are too afraid to ask for that help. So that's the one thing that I want to do, because over the last 4-5 years, I don't know how long I've been at this, I've seen a awesome change in the market where a lot of other professionals are now starting to also help newer photographers, which is amazing. I love it. That was the entire idea of it. But now I want to take that to the next step and basically start making it in such a way where somebody that picks up a camera today can go through all the content, and by the end of the month they can actually be a competent photographer. Nice, easy, fast, to the point. Make it nice, make it easy, and they will come. I think. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
No, that's actually awesome because I know with creating content is one thing, but being able to create content with the end goal of obviously being able to assist people and create a body of work that can assist people is a big thing. We've spoken about it for a while now, and I remember you keep telling me, no, it's not just about photography. It's not just about doing the work. It's not just about making the money while doing the work. There's bigger things, and the bigger things obviously is being able to assist people. And
Yeah,
yeah,
from
you've
my
been
side.
doing that.
Yeah,
If
from my
people
side,
are
I've
shocked,
actually. Yeah,
if people
apologies.
are shocked, if people are shocked trying to understand how is it that this guy is in touch with 50 to 100 photographers per day assisting them, guys, just so you know that he is the admin of SA Photography. It's the biggest, not one of the biggest, it's the biggest photography group in South Africa. And yeah, there's the admin. So he's
Yeah.
done an amazing job running it. I know it keeps you very busy. That's like
Yeah,
a
you've got
full-time
no
job.
idea.
That's like a full-time job, but yeah.
Yeah, I go till about 3-4 a.m. normally during the mornings, where I'm still busy helping people setting up appointments with people, doing live sessions with people, one-to-ones, getting stuff sorted out. If they have the time and they can contact me, I will help them. Doesn't matter who they are or where they come from or what they need help with. I will most likely be able to help them or point them where they can get help. And I've actually completely abandoned my photography company to dedicate all my time to this as well. So it's not that I'm doing this half-assed. I'm going full out and getting it sorted out the way it's supposed to be. Anything worth doing is worth doing properly. That's the way it goes.
And to some of the viewers that are watching, obviously, because we've got people that are watching throughout the country, how can you assist them with regards to photography and training? Because I know you've done mentorship programs and you've done training to people all around the country.
Yeah, definitely.
Currently at this stage, how can they get into contact with you, or how can they enter some of your training programs that you may have set up? Do they just contact you directly? Do you have maybe information that you can give them to be able to get into these programs?
Yeah, that's extremely easy. Just go to my Facebook page and just either WhatsApp me directly, which will come through to my personal phone. I'm always available 24/7, or just send me an inbox and I will get to you as soon as I can. My inbox currently has about 200 and something unread messages, so I'm going through them as quick as I can.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, dude, it's busy, but I love it. That's the nice thing about it. But they can literally just get in contact with me. My WhatsApp is normally very easy to get in touch with me. If somebody has an emergency with a light that doesn't want to work, their software stopped working, the camera doesn't want to do something specific, then people physically just send me a WhatsApp and I just pick it up and I sort it out for them. Because I am extremely easy to get in touch with, and I like being easy to get in touch with because that makes it easy for people that need help to find me. You can either go to my website, which is literally just andrewbasson.com, or you can send me email, admin@andrewbasson.com. I just use my name for everything because I've got pride in what I do. I'll use my name for it.
we can just use the hashtag yes man. Yes, man.
Hey man, you can find me anywhere.
Hey man, yes, man.
It's just easiest. It is the easiest.
Just for our viewers quickly that are watching, I'd like to obviously make this announcement. We've got, I'm just going to, we've got a, so we've got a workshop that's coming up soon. It's in Durban. It's on the 16th of September. I'm just going to put up the details here quickly. Just mind me. I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Yeah, so it's on the 16th of September, and it's going to be hosted by Craig Anderson. So, guys, if you don't know, Craig is obviously one of the biggest photographers that this country has. His work is absolutely amazing. He's definitely a master of light, and he's going to be hosting this. He's going to be hosting this workshop. It's going to be happening in Durban on the 16th of September. I'm going to be there, so there's no two ways about it. I'm going to be there, and if you're looking to obviously join in, I think there is a fee obviously for the Master of Light workshop. You can actually join in. So all you got to do is just go to the website, the Godox SA website, and you'll find the registration tab over there that you can obviously just follow the link and register for the Master of Light workshop. Apart from that, Craig is also doing a free workshop. The free workshop will start off the day, and from the free workshop, it will obviously go into, I think, Gabriel's workshop, and then obviously it will go into the Master of Light workshop. So there's actually there's about 3 workshops that's happening that day. So there's a free workshop. It's the beginner's basic training that's hosted by Craig Anderson, and it's obviously done through Godox SA. So Godox SA is obviously taken the initiative to be able to bring free lighting training and camera training to the many followers that are in different parts of the country. They've already had the Joburg one, they've had the Cape Town one, and now they're having the Durban one. So I'm just making that announcement quickly, and I will make it again later. But yeah, the big announcement. Let's go. Let's go to the big announcement. Should I say it, or do you want to say it?
You said I'm lazy.
Okay, let me just. I need water for this one.
I don't have water. Oh, lucky you.
Okay, guys. So the big announcement that's obviously taking place, and the reason why we have Mr. Andrew Basson over here in a Godox SA shirt. So as I said when we started, that Andrew is definitely part of the team now. So he's one with the Godox SA team. You can see we've given him a hat. He can't get rid of it. It's not something that he can get rid of. It's now one with his person. But yes, so because Andrew obviously joined the team and he's a man with extensive experience, a wealth of knowledge, a well of knowledge, and he's actually experienced quite a few systems and he's done quite a bit obviously in the industry. It's only fitting that Andrew is going to be hosting his own segment on the Godox SA channel. So if you don't know it, it was done previously. We done it some time ago. It's called the Getting to Grips segment. So Getting to Grips is so what Andrew's going to be doing is he's going to be testing out gear. He's going to be testing out a lot of the Godox equipment. He's going to be bringing fresh content, new types of shoots, and understanding obviously how those products work, where those products work, the best scenarios for those products. He's going to be hosting that on a Wednesday. He will give you the finer details now. We're going to give him a chance to speak. He's going to be hosting it on a Wednesday. He's probably going to have it at like 7 p.m. or so. But you're going to be able to listen and watch in as Andrew will delve into these products and exactly how, where, and why we use them. Okay, so Andrew, tell me more about the segment that you want to have, if I haven't said it already.
That's going to be so much fun. Yeah, so over the last 3 to 4 years, I've swapped camera systems 80 plus times. Everything from Fujifilm, Sony, Canon, Nikon, and everything in between. And with moving between all those different systems, I've always used my Godox lights. So that puts me in a very fortunate position where I have all the knowledge now to use all the stuff and all the different equipment that you might have. So why not make a segment about it? So my segments will cover not only how to use the gear, but it will also cover how to properly inspect and maintain your gear. It will also cover things like how to position your gear to get specific looks. And one of the very fun things we'll be doing as well is doing live creative shoots. So those live creative shoots would be me, my Sony, Canon, whichever camera I have at that moment. I can't say because I swap them so much. I literally do swap them. I'm currently busy swapping again.
let's not talk about that because it's just going to invoke some emotions in me that you've done for year in and year out when you just forget cameras that you have in cupboards. Let's not go there.
I forgot my Sony was in the cupboard. I discovered that and the Nikon by accident, and I was like, "Oh damn!" Okay, yeah. So my segment.
When last did I leave this thing?
I think it was like last week. I don't know.
Oh my word! So tell us more about this segment. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, so the nice thing is, as an example, when I do the creative shoots, it will be me, model, camera, lights, and all that type of things, and we will actually go through building a lighting setup. So in other words, we'll do all our lights before we start working with the model. We'll work with the model. We'll answer and have Q&A sessions while we're busy working with the model and shooting. And I'll be tethered for every single thing, so everybody will see what I'm doing. And the idea behind this is those creative shoots allow us to do random things. So I could ask a viewer, what would you like me to do with the light? And I'll move it there and we'll see what happens. And stuff like that. So yes, you can make light work in any position as an example, but it depends on the subject and what you're working with. So it's going to be fun, the creative shoots, and the gear stuff's going to be very cool because I give my unbiased opinion about all the gear that I use because I just say it the way it is. That's what I always do. So it will cover gear reviews and gear maintenance, which is very, very important because your gear maintenance, like I sent through the WhatsApp group as well, I received a picture from somebody whose AD300 bulb corroded, gone with the wind. That was fun, yes, because it was improper gear maintenance, storing the gear improperly, leaving gear laying around so that it builds up humidity and such as well. So I will cover all the gear types of aspects and questions and troubleshooting, getting stuff working, as well as I will include costs on how much it might cost you to repair something. If you might break it, like me, I lose 8,200 bulbs by the day. It happens. I literally put it down somewhere, have a coffee, get up and walk away, and I'm like, oh, That's fine.
And it's gone.
That's gone. I know it's like $1,000. I think it's $1,200 for new one. I was like, nah, it's fine. I'll just buy another one. Yes. So my segment will be getting to grips of everything that is Godox. That includes all of their lights, and it will also include all of their accessories, because a lot of people don't actually know that you can get from Godox light stands, which is nice, like the C stand. Hallelujah for C stands. Those things awesome. But because GPB, GPB is also part of Godox. That means you can get things like gray cards, backdrops, backdrop systems, etc., etc. All these types of accessories which add to your photography. So I will not only be covering the lights and the light stands that Godox makes, but I'll be covering the entire catalog that they have on that side as well. So, as an example, from the first video that I will be doing in this segment, we'll be using a gray card to fix your white balance, because that is very important. And not a lot of people actually use gray cards, and they're like $200 or $300, and they give you perfect white balance every single time. So we need to cover it, because not a lot of people know about them or know how to use them. So I'll cover that as well. Because at the end of the day, you want to be able to give people the information to properly use the gear, use their accessories to the best of their abilities with any camera they use to get the best results. Because you can use a Canon 1300D with AD600s and softboxes and get a really damn good photo with a kit lens. There's nothing wrong with it. You can do that.
If anything, and this is something that I've also stressed quite a bit, because obviously we all have our own affiliations with camera gear, and this is obviously, and many of my viewers would know as well. There's specific camera brand that I like. It's not just about the camera brand. If anything, the most important thing with me, and it's always been like that, is the fact that your lighting has to be good. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be expensive. It needs to be quality, and it needs to be reliable. If you can have quality light and reliable light, you have already gotten the shortcut to a lot of what is required within, obviously, the photography spectrum. And if I say a lot that's covered, when you say most of the people want to cover events and shoots, and if you look at the range of Godox gear that's available, we can go and definitely shoot some high-end stuff with some of the speed lights. You can shoot some really high-end stuff with some of the strobes. In fact, most of the strobes. So I can take a 8200 to a wedding, and it can be my only light, and I will definitely come back with some really good results. The important thing is understanding light and understanding how to apply it. So it's never about, no, it has to be the best. It has to be the most expensive camera. It must be mirrorless. It has to be the sharpest lens. No. If you can learn how to apply yourself, as Andrew has done recently as well, when you're showing I think you did a kit lens, right?
I took
the kit lens.
I took my mother's camera, which is like 12 years old. I added light to it with a kit lens, and I did a commercial shoot, and nobody could tell the difference.
Exactly. And in fact, I keep telling myself it's something that I want to do with, obviously, the newer content that I'm doing and the newer content that I'm putting out on YouTube. So guys, if you don't know, please go on YouTube. You'll find me under Sherwin Patha. The name is right here on screen, just Sherwin Patha. Find me on YouTube. Please follow my channel. I am going to be doing exactly what he's saying now. So I want to start using, like, obviously, any camera system, go over there and obviously shoot some with the M50. Give me a Canon M50, and I want to go and do some shoots and see what results I come out with. So the important thing, as we just said now, lighting. Next, after lighting, I would say maybe lens. And after lens, I would talk about camera gear. But before all of that, the most important thing is knowledge. You have to have the knowledge and the understanding on how to use your equipment. But yeah, more about this segment that you're going to be running on a Wednesday at 7 p.m. Tell us about it.
That is true. So it will definitely be on a Wednesday, and it's going to be quite a lot of fun, actually, because gear is something that I love. It's something that I've always loved. That's why I swapped cameras so much, is because I love exploring and understanding new types of gear. everything from whatever it is, I will most likely buy it, own it, or have already owned it and sold it off again. It happens. Some of the used camera stores, a percentage of their stock is my old stuff. Which is so funny to say. But
I think
yes,
the worst thing is when you own the same thing like 3 times.
Yeah, they give me discounts when I buy my own stuff back, so I like that. Which is funny. Yes, so as an example, we will be covering, especially, which is very important, how to properly use the gear, which is something that I cannot stress enough. You do not want to just put up your light, put it on full power, and just shoot the entire freaking time. That's not how you use your light, because you will blow your bulbs, you will kill your batteries, you will damage stuff you don't even knew existed. And that's just things that happen, because a lot of people that I help, they buy the Godox TT350 and they fire it on full power continuously all day, and they've got no idea why they kill their flashes. And yeah, it's just one of those things. So I would like to use a segment to give people full, not only reviews on the gear, but training from basic training to advanced training, where the basic training will basically cover all the operations of the gear itself. So as an example, on the 8200, we will cover how to switch it on, set it to the correct channel, set it to the correct group, how to set the power, how to make it beep and not beep, which I like it when it beeps. I know it's recycled. Why people would like to get it to beep, which type of head you use. And then after we've covered the basic training for that specific product, we'll then also include which modifiers you can use for which situations. If you go outside midday with your 8200, you're going to want a silver umbrella as an example, instead of a freaking huge softbox. It's not going to work. Or like people that buy TT3, people buy TT350s and put them in like a 180 octabox or something, and I'm like,
doesn't make sense.
You can't take that outdoor. It's not going to work.
I think the best thing about that, though, the best thing about what you just said now, that's a good point. Like people would want to obviously take a small speed light, and put it inside a soft box that's really big, or even an umbrella that's really big, and not understanding the rules that apply, because these rules aren't obviously hard and set in stone where it says, hey, do not put this speed light in that umbrella. So such is the information that is not available to everybody, of which now you are going to be bringing it to the Godox SA community, and obviously the community in South Africa, the photographer community in South Africa. So they're just going to stay tuned and watch your episodes. I'm going to be watching it.
That's correct as well. Also, another thing we'll also do in regards to testing the light when we move from basic to the advanced is we will actually then also run through the different photography rules. As an example, the inverse square law when you work with light and things as such.
Yes.
So people understand why I'm placing my light 1.5 meters away from me at this moment, and why I've got my backup light at 0.5 meters away at a much lower power setting, so I can balance my things out. So knowing the rules and how they apply to your light is very important, because that allows you to set up scenes before you even move into your scene. Because you can make all your calculations beforehand, you know which lights need to go where to get what specific look. You can plan your entire shoot, because that's very important. Not a lot of people plan their shoots. I plan my stuff. I've got like pages of papers where I plan specific looks for shoots and stuff as such as well, so I can work out which lights I need and all that type of things as well. And that's something I do want to cover in the advanced training segments, because that becomes more of your planning skills, which is very important when you're planning shoots for commercial clients, wedding clients, or anything as such. As an example, if you plan a wedding shoot and it rains, what are you going to do with your lights? Get a plastic bag and some rubber bands. That's all you do. and you shoot the hell out of it, because the repair cost is so cheap, it's not going to bother you. That's the thing about it. So I know that to replace a 8200 core board and battery after it's gotten wet is cheap, so cheap in fact that I can just add it onto my wedding bill and it's fine. If it rains, I don't care. I just use it. And I have done it, and I have killed many.
I'm not going to do that. My 8300, I love, see that baby there? That baby over there? Yeah, I love it so much.
It's
no,
nice.
no.
Yeah.
The moment that happens, I'm like, sorry, let's go to
to someplace
Some
else.
undercover.
Yeah. And you see that all comes into with the planning, because yes, you need to
Yeah.
plan your wedding as an example, but you also need to plan contingencies, plan Bs.
Yes.
If it rains on
Yes.
the day, what are you going to do? Well, then you need to contact the venue beforehand. You need to arrange with the venue. You need to find out what they have available on site. You actually need to go out to the venue and scout the damn place so you can see what
True.
is actually available. So all these types of
True.
things I would like to try and cover into the advanced training. The basic training will just handle the gear itself, but the advanced training will handle things like that and how you can use your Godox gear in those specific environments to get the most out of them. As an example, if you're doing an outside shoot of 8600, but it's raining, you now need to go inside, you can just bring an 8200 and an umbrella, because the space is much smaller. You can use a smaller softbox, smaller light, and still get the same effect without problems. So it's all those types of things that you need to consider when you're planning your more advanced types of shoots. So I would like to also cover those things in the advanced training on how you would properly plan your gear for a shoot. Because planning your gear is awesome, because then I just take one backpack and I go. It's easy. I just add my MS300, which I like more than the 8300. Literally just because it's got a modeling lamp which is more powerful. Which I use for video.
You need to check this one out quickly. All right, I'm gonna get to this now, but just want to give obviously a shout out to Carl Daniels.
Hey,
Carl Daniels, thank you so much for joining us. He's actually a team member as well. If you don't know, please go and like and follow Carl Daniels. He's actually a Godox SA influencer. Amazing guy, great content, and an absolute whiz with the 8300. So do follow him, check out his work. We've got Bhavik over here. Bhavik is also he's a Durbanite. So thank you so much for joining us, Bhavik. He shoots with the 8600 Pro. Love his work. And
Nice.
I'm gonna get to this. I'm gonna get to this one. See what Carl says over here. I use a 2-liter Coke bottle to protect the flash on location at the beach.
It works awesome. I've done it myself. I've used a milk carton. I've used so many different things. I've used cans of beans which are empty for 8100s. You can use anything. So it's quite awesome the way that you can use gear to get all the different things out of it. So I will be the gear head. I will not be an influencer, an ambassador, or whatever. I will make sure that people know how to use the damn stuff. That's what I want to do. Because proper use breeds good photographers.
Just a quick one for the guys' announcement as well. So as you can see over here, the announcement is up. Please do sign up, because Gabriel is going to be having a free production workshop after the free basic training. So it's exactly as I said it. So in Durban on the 16th of September, they're going to be having the free basic training workshop. Shortly after that, they're going to have a production workshop by Gabriel. Gabriel's work is amazing. He's also an influencer for Godox SA. And then after that will be the Master of Light paid workshop by Craig Anderson. So guys, please do not miss this out. We're going to be coming in full force. We've got the entire Godox SA team that's showing up. We've got quite a few guys that are coming down to Durban. So if you are a Durbanite, and if you are looking obviously to be able to understand lighting, and if you want to be able to get the best out of your lighting, join us on the 16th. All right, 16th of September. Just go to the Godox SA website and you will find all the details there. But I'm definitely going to put up the post shortly afterwards. Yeah, so you were saying.
Awesome. Yeah, no, that's awesome, dude. Especially because the Godox crew are quite a lot of fun people. Craig, he's one of the 2 photographers I follow in South Africa, which is funny. There's only 2 that I follow because there's only 2 people that I like the work that I like. And the entire event is quite fun as well. So I joined the Godox event in Cape Town. I grabbed 3 students into my car at 2 a.m. in the morning, and we drove through to Cape Town to go join them for the day. And we drove back, and I still made it back in time to do my shoot at 6.
Oh my word.
That was fun, dude. That was fun.
It was well worth it. It was well worth it. Just a quick shout out here to Annaline. Thank you so much for joining us, Annaline. Alan Davies as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us.
Alan.
We've got Peter over here that's also joined us. He says it was a good workshop. So I think he may have been at the Cape Town one. He just says it was a good one.
Yeah, it was fun. It was nice meeting all the people. And you know, the most funniest thing happened at the Cape Town workshop. People that know me came up and said hi to me, and I was like, "Oh, people actually know me." I keep forgetting that I like help so many people and that people know me, and a lot of people know me, and I don't know them, and that's so weird.
I get that. I get that whenever I go out and I shoot, and for some reason, and it was even recently at the Alpha Festival that I went to. I wear the shirt. I love this. This is who I am. At the end of the day, I've got a brand backing me up. So I wear the shirt and I go out, and it says at the back at the bottom, yeah, Godox SA brand ambassador.
Oh,
So
I thought it said like full of. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine.
no, it says brand ambassador.
Okay.
So,
Okay. You see, I've got the Godox heart on mine, so I'm happy with that because I like Godox, so it's perfectly fine for me.
so when I go out, people will look at me and they're like photographers, like maybe we're shooting at a garden or something, like a botanical garden or something, and there's other photographers there that's doing other shoots and stuff, and they would see me and they'd be like, "Hey, Sherwin," I'm like, "Hi, I'm Sherwin. Hi, yeah," and then I'd go to speak to them and stuff because I'm very friendly, but it's I have to remind myself like, hey, wait, man, these guys know you, but you don't know them, and now I go like, hey, please get in contact. Let's meet up. We'll talk. We'll shoot. Do something.
It's quite fun actually when you do meet up with them, and that's how I meet the weirdest people. So that's cool, and I like it because I'm weird myself, so it's perfectly fine for me. I like it so much. But yes, it would be awesome if I can join more of the Godox events in person myself as well, because it's fun meeting those people and just seeing how the efforts that I've done over the last, I don't know how many years, I've lost track because I don't keep count of it, but it's nice to see how the little bit that I have done has influenced people to go out of their comfort zones and actually pursue photography as a serious hobby or job opportunity. Because you can be an amazing photographer and not make money, like me. I'm a subpar photographer that likes to teach people. Or you can be a really successful commercial photographer like Steve Castings or Craig I suck with names, Craig Anderson. And there's no right or wrong. And there's perfect place in the industry for both sides. People that like to do it as a hobby. Yeah, people do it as a hobby and people do it professionally. I mean, you can be the best photographer that just takes pictures of your wife, and that will be all you ever do in your life, and you will be happy and she will be happy, except mine. She doesn't like photos, so I don't get that privilege. But yeah, so the industry.
My one loves photos.
But I mean, she is very photogenic, so it is very good. But yes, so I'm excited for the segment because I do love gear and I love exploring gear and teaching people about gear. I'm a IT specialist by trade and a photographer since 2007. It's just been a hobby, but somehow people still kind of like my work. I have no idea why. But it's nice that Godox now gives me the opportunity to expand my extreme love for gear. And not only expand it, but what Godox has now done with the free workshops aligns perfectly with what I like to do, because I like to teach people for free, help people for free. So since Godox is the only company in South Africa that does this, I've got no problems wearing this shirt and doing this stuff because their vision aligns with my vision. We're doing the same thing. And that for me is very important because me, I'm not brand loyal at all. But when
I think I'm a little bit more brand loyal than you are. I'm a little bit more brand loyal than you are.
I swap cameras more than people swap underwear.
I think I'm gonna start doing that. Honestly, I think I'm gonna start doing that.
Just give it a test. It's fine. People are the camera sorter, which is good.
But what we should start with. Okay. So currently you've got that A7 R3. I want you to send it to me. Let me use it for a week and I'll send it back. All right. How's that deal?
We can, but then you need to send me something back to use because it's the last camera I have.
I'll send you the XH2. I'll send you the XH2. You use the XH2 and you can send it back. How's that? We'll swap for a week.
What we can do is we can swap for a week, produce content for the week, and at the end of the week have a live session and compare results.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. That'll be fun.
And we'll do it. We'll do it on the Godox SA platform. How's that?
Yeah, that's awesome. And you know what? I'll send you the Zeiss 85 lens, which is manual focus only.
That's fine. I'm good at that. I'll send you the 50 to 140 f2.8. How's that? So.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I hate those long lenses, but I'll make it work. I'll call my friends at TT Artisan or Voltrox and get them to send me something.
Just get a lens. In fact, I think this is actually a good idea. I'm gonna do this. I want to do this. Let's swap. Let's call it a camera swap.
Let's swap cameras.
Okay.
Let's swap cameras. You grab your favorite model.
Swap.
Yeah,
just the camera swap. Done. And you've got 1 week to produce good content. How's that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's look at that.
You grab the model you like working with the most, and I'll grab my model, and we'll create content for a week, and we'll compare notes at the end of the week. That's cool.
Let's do that. But just to get back to it. So the important thing for people to understand is that you've got your own segment. You're part of the Godox SA umbrella, of which we are very happy to have you. As I said, you are a person with extreme knowledge. You've used all of the systems that's currently available on the South African platform now. So everything from Nikon to Leica, everything from Hasselblad to Fujifilm, you've used everything. They couldn't be a better person for this opportunity that Godox SA has obviously given than you. And I am super happy, and I'm actually quite content about it. So congratulations firstly to you. Secondly, congratulations to the brand itself, because to have someone like Andrew under the umbrella is a big thing. It's a big thing. So definitely looking forward to your segment. So as you said, you're going to be covering everything from camera reviews to product reviews to going through lighting and understanding maintenance, camera and lighting maintenance, how to go through the products and take care of them correctly when in storage. There's so many different things that you're going to be going through. You said you're going to even do live sessions as well. So yes, I'm sure people are going to be excited about it. People, do stay tuned. The announcement will go out soon. So obviously there's still some stuff that Andrew has to put into place, I'm sure, before the first episode will roll out. However, it will take place on Wednesdays. So on a Wednesday at 7 p.m., you'll be able to watch Andrew do his session, Getting to Grips. And obviously you'll be able to catch me on a Friday at 7 p.m. Doing our live session, F-Stop Live. So guys, yeah, that's the main recap and the biggest thing of this session. Why I really wanted to get Andrew obviously in front of this camera, so you can obviously see what the Godox SA team is doing. Exactly what Andrew says. So this is the only brand that's going through the initiative of being able to equip people and to be able to assist people with free workshops and free training. And there's quite a bit that's going on. This year has been quite hectic. It started off with a bang, and it's just going even further. So with free workshops, free basic training, we've got our ambassadors, we've got our influencers. Everybody is on the ground. We're out there. We're busy. So if you need assistance, if you need to be able to step up your game, if you want advice when it comes to lighting, camera gear, whatever it is, any one of our team members, you can easily get into contact with us and we'll be able to assist you. But Andrew, thank you so much for joining us. If there's any questions that people have, they can ask it now. I'll give you a few seconds while we just discuss over here our things. If there's any questions, Andrew, now's your time. But
yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much for joining us.
It's like you said, Godox is the only company that has done this, which is why I'm throwing in my hat with the Godox team, because their vision aligns with what I want to do. And since they're the only company that will do this, I will not only support them, but I will push the living out of them, because I need to support the companies. The excessive swap of content will be. Oh yeah, no, I saw it. I'll arrange a courier guy, and we can do a swap early next week, and then we can get it sorted out.
No, definitely. So I'm sending my camera to you. You're going to send me the A7R Mark III, and then I'm going to take that into studio and then see what I can pull out with that.
Definitely. Hey, this Steve has joined us.
There's the big man himself. The big man himself. Yes.
The other photographer I follow in South Africa is literally just Steve and Craig. No one else. Because I just like their stuff so much.
No, these are the biggest guys in the industry. And Steve, Steve, absolute love for you, bud. Absolute
You know,
love for you.
he's not only an awesome photographer, but I've when he did the workshop in Georgia as well, I managed to spend some time with him. And he's awesome, dude. He's like freaking awesome. I like it. Him and Craig as well. Those two are freaking awesome dudes. In person, behind the cameras, behind the scenes, they are solid dudes. And that's why I like them so much. And that's why I follow their work as well, because not only their work is amazing, but the way they do their work is amazing as well. I mean, holy hell, you can't ask for more. Well, you can, but you can't. Which is awesome. I'm looking forward to getting everything sorted out. I just now need to speak with Godox a little bit more, get some stuff sorted out behind the scenes. And then as soon as that's sorted out, hopefully in the next week, maybe 2 weeks, but I would hope
I was about to ask you,
what
sort of time frame are we looking at?
Well, I'm currently already busy working on the MS300, which is currently letting me on this side, which is making shadows on my face, which is so cool to play with. So I'm currently, my first one will be with the MS300 because that is what I currently have with me. And because that is currently with me, that will be the easiest one to start with. It is a studio strobe. Yes, it's a bit bigger than what I want to start with, but it's a awesome light. I like it because for the size and the price of it, these can be disposable. Technically, they're not as expensive as 8300, but for studio use, I love them. I've got one there and maybe 2 or 3 of that side as well. And it's just one of those things because they're so inexpensive. It means that if you're starting a studio, as an example, they make a awesome entry into starting with strobes. I mean, not the most powerful, but not the weakest. They're just a very solid starting point for product photography, headshots. Full bodies are fine as well, depending on your size and the modifier that you use. But that will most likely be the very, very first light that I cover, which will be the MS300 from Godox, because it is one of the more entry-level strobes, which is just like $2,600. And for that price, what you get, oh, dude, it's awesome. Yeah, it's not battery powered, so it's not ESCOM safe, but when you do have power, eventually, it is really good to use. And I like using that compared to the 8300 simply because the modeling light is so nice and bright on it that it doubles as a really good video light as well. So if you're doing product photography, you can do your shorts and your reels using the same light and the same modifier by just moving the light
Without
closer,
any
putting on
issues.
the modeling light.
Look at that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So I think the very first video that I'll do, most likely next week, Wednesday, if everything goes good, but I'll make an announcement on my page or such, will be regarding the MS300 because it is a workhorse and I might have killed 2, but I'm still going to buy more.
No, that's awesome. But Andrew, thank you so much for joining us for this episode. As I said, congratulations on your new segment that you're going to have. Getting to grips, I know it's definitely going to be a fun one. Being able to look at all this gear and being able to go into it and delve into it and show people exactly what this gear is meant for and how to best use it. It's going to be a very valuable segment for the community, for the Godox SA community, and obviously for the photography community at large. You're the best person for this opportunity, and I think it's going to be amazing. So I'm definitely backing you up. I'm behind you. I'm going to follow you. I'm going to obviously tune in to these episodes on a Wednesday. You'll find me there in the comment section, and I look forward to it. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for giving us your time this Friday evening. I know you could have been spending time with your family, but you're here today. But thank you so much for joining us. And
students, I've got 5 waiting.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. But if is there any way that you can maybe share your details with the people? Maybe you can tell them where they can follow you for people who haven't followed you before. You can just tell them where we can find you.
It's extremely easy. You can literally just go to andrewbasson.com. Everything will be there that you require, some of my work, and the contact us section or something which should have all the links to my social media stuff. Social media is literally just Andrew Basson ZA because I'm from South Africa and somebody took my name already, so I just put a ZA behind it. So that's easy. I'm easy to find. I'm very easy to find.
No, definitely.
So they can literally just find me on Facebook, or just go to the SA photography group and just ask anything, and I will most likely be on your post within 5 minutes as well. So that also works.
No, definitely. Andrew, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you for having me, Godox, and let's make some magic. Well, I need my hat. Where's my hat? There you go. Okay, I'm good to go. Let's have some fun, dude.
Cheers.
Ciao,
Cheers,
dudes.
bye. Okay, guys. So yeah, that was Andrew Basson from Andrew Basson ZA, and he's actually an amazing photographer that's based out in George. And he's recently joined, obviously, the Godox SA team, and he's going to be hosting his own segment called the Getting to Grips. So, getting to grips with obviously the products that Godox SA is available to us in South Africa, and we've got a second player in the mix. GPB is also involved. So, a lot of the products that GPB has to offer will also be reviewed. He will be testing it, Andrew will be testing it, and you will get to see exactly what they sell and what they have to offer the market as well. So it's not just a Godox SA initiative, it's a Godox SA and the GPB brand. So both of them have come together and they've obviously created the segment. It's called the Getting to Grip segment, and it'll be hosted by Andrew Basson. So guys, I'm sure you're going to enjoy that. It's going to be a fun one. I know I am going to enjoy that. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. For all those that have watched, I'm super happy to see you in the comments. Obviously, sending us your comments. It was awesome. If you are looking to purchase anything from Godox SA, please don't be shy. Definitely use my discount code. You'll get a 5% discount on all purchases. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining us this week. I know it's been a while since we've obviously been on the segment, but yeah, we're back. We're better than ever. It's going to be amazing. There's quite a bit that we have planned. I did say we've got a big thing that's coming up that's in Durban. It is the. Let me put it up. Let's see if I can put it up. Yes, there's it there. Okay, so Craig Anderson is definitely going to be having a Master of Light workshop. It's on the 16th of September. It's in Durban. If you go on the Godox SA page, you will be able to find all the information there that you need. So there's definitely going to be a free course that's going to be taking place. I'm going to put that up. Just give me a second. If you want to register, just follow that link. So there's going to be a free course, free basic training that's going to happen. It's on the 16th. It will take place. It's going to all happen in studio. There's plenty of space. However, the seats are limited, so you will have to book. You have to book your space so that you can obviously participate in that. So you can't just show up on the day and obviously have entry. It is restricted to people who have registered on the Godox SA platforms. So do go to the Godox SA website, click on that link, and then you'll be able to obviously register for that workshop, the free basic training. Second to that is Gabriel. Gabriel will be having a production workshop. So he's going to be going into all of his tips and tricks and exactly what he does. It was hosted recently in Cape Town. It was a huge success. So you're going to have to register for that as well. So register for both those events if you would like to attend those. Then the third one, and I think it's going to be the biggest of them all, is the Master of Light course that's going to be taking place. For you to be able to participate and be able to go for that course, you will have to register for it. So please do not feel as if you register for the first one, it applies to all. It doesn't work that way. You will have to register for those events if you want to be able to participate, if you want to be able to go and get that sort of information. It's very important that you do that. So don't think about it on the day and be like, oh, I wish I registered for the Master of Light, because seats will be fully booked out. You will not be able to gain access to that workshop. It's going to be a big workshop. It's actually going to be one of the biggest that's happening in Durban. So I'm definitely going to be there, and I'm looking forward to it. Being able to learn from someone like Craig Anderson is amazing. So he's been in the industry for years, and he's got a wealth of knowledge that we can tap into at the workshop. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. As I said, if you want to purchase anything from Godox SA, do follow and use that discount code. But thank you so much for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you next week. So yeah, ciao from me, Sherwin, and I look forward to next week. Oh, one more thing before I cut it. Okay, so I'm going to give the viewers an opportunity to be able to comment in the section. Just drop us a comment. Just put a hashtag feature my photographer. Just put it, and I want you to be able to tell me who you think we should feature on this platform next. So who do you think from your friends and your the colleagues and the people that you follow, photographers maybe that are really good, videographers that are really doing some groundbreaking things in the industry, people that you think should be featured on the F-Stop Live? So I want you to just put hashtag feature, and then I want you to put the person's name. Okay, so hashtag feature, and then I want you to comment the person's name, telling me who you think should be featured, and maybe they'll just be featured. So let's look at that. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and do not do anything that I wouldn't do. All right, blessings and love. Cheers, bye.